Hello student, today we will discuss about the maternal and child health. Introduction. Maternal and child health care is one of the main component of PHC systems as declared at the Alma Ata Conference in 1978. Maternal and child care services provided by the state government and NGOs together. Services are free of charge. MCH services are the sites where women and children seek their preventive and curative services. It is a PHC component where these services should be easily available, affordable, and accessible to all the target population in the communities. Now we will discuss about the aims of maternal child health to ensure complete health care for all children in the community. Second aim will be to ensure health care for all women during this reproductive life. Now we will discuss about the components of MCH activities. First, women health. Provision of antenatal care including regular examination, immunization, proper nutrition and self-care. Second one is provision of safe delivery site. Third one is postnatal follow-up. Fourth one is family planning services. Fifth one is health education means counseling. Now we will discuss about the child health. Growth and development monitoring including proper nutrition with emphasis on breastfeeding, well baby clinic, immunization of all children, screening of all newborns and children for high risk diseases, health education to ensure healthy children, early discovery of congenital abnormalities. Now we will discuss in detail maternal health definition which is given by the WHO. Maternal health refers to the health of women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period. Objective of this program. First objective to provide optimal antenatal care to pregnant women as early as possible, to prevent and detect any deviation on the normal pattern of pregnancy, to identify and give special attention and care to the pregnant woman at risk, to ascertain outcome of each registered pregnancy and follow up on the survival of newborn infants, to reduce maternal deaths by early detection and management of risk factor and complication, to ensure that optimal standard of care are provided to high risk pregnant women during delivery by extending assistance towards their hospitalization cost, to prevent adverse development that may arise after childbirth by providing postnatal care either at home or in MCH clinic as early as possible and within 42 days, to promote birth spacing by avoiding too early, too late, too frequent, and too close pregnancies by provision of comprehensive family planning services to women, through counseling and supplies. Encourage women to share responsibility of own health and maintaining healthy lifestyle such as weight control, physical exercise. Now we will discuss about elements of maternal health. First elements antenatal care, second one is natal care, third one is postnatal care, fourth one is family planning, and last one is family health counseling. Antenatal care. Antenatal care is the health care given to all the pregnant women from the first month till the delivery time to ensure safe pregnancy and safe outcome. Objective of antenatal care to maintain the mother and babies in best possible state of health, to recognize abnormalities and complications at the early stage, to educate the mother in physiology of pregnancy. Activities: general medical and obstetric history, routine physical examination including general and abdominal examination, blood pressure and weight are routine measures during each visit. Fourth one is level of the uterus is defined each visit after the 12 week of pregnancy. Health education: assessment of the educational needs of the woman related to her history and the physiological changes occurring in her body, like nutrition, personal hygiene, care of nipples, awareness about signs and symptoms associated with high risk pregnancy, physiology of pregnancy. Provision of supplements including ferrous tablet and folic acid tablets. Laboratory tests like complete blood examination including hemoglobin level, fasting blood sugar, blood group and Rh factor. Urine examination for the presence of albumin, sugar and infection. Immunization: tetanus toxoid should be given for all pregnant women. The first dose is usually given at 20 weeks of pregnancy. The second dose is given first month later. Booster dose within 3 years of subsequent pregnancy. Curative services where women are treated for acute illness such as treatment of the urogenital tract infection, assessment of risk pregnancy. During antenatal care, women are classified according to the risk associated with the pregnancy. Risk factors: medical condition like diabetes mellitus, anemia, hypertension, urinary tract infection, heart disease, epilepsy, variety of problems related to drug usage and conditions treated. Risk factors related to past obstetric history like history of operative delivery like LSCS, history of stillbirth of neonatal death, previous antepartum hemorrhage, previous postpartum hemorrhage, history of low birth weight infant. Epidemiological risk factor: maternal age and parity. This is assessing risk in pregnancy. Like first you can see epidemiological risk factors, social circumstances. Second one is obstetric history. Third one is medical condition. And fourth one is complication arising in pregnancy. Natal care. Natal care is referred to the care given to a woman during childbirth. Caring for women in labor demand sensitivity and awareness of her perceptions of labor and of her needs as they relate to her expression. Delivery sites hygienic, well equipped, have qualified trained persons. These sites could be in hospitals or delivery hospitals or in the community, either in primary healthcare centers or separate maternity homes. Natal care should not be limited to the delivered woman, but care should be given to the newborn at the same time. Postnatal care. The puerperium is the period of following childbirth during which the uterus and other organs return to the pre-pregnant state. It begins after the placenta is expelled and lasts for 6 weeks. Significance of postnatal period. During this period, many physiological and psychological changes occur. The reproductive organs return to the non pregnant state. The physiological changes reversed. Lactation is established. Woman recovers from the stress of pregnancy and delivery. Woman takes the responsibility of caring of her infant. Aims of postnatal care to promote the physical well-being of the mother and baby, to ensure the physiological changes are occurring normally, to help the mother to establish a satisfactory feeding routine and develop a relationship with her baby, to teach care of the baby and strengthen the woman's confidence in herself. Activities. Check for signs of hemorrhage or infection. Counseling for family planning and breastfeeding. The most frequent reported health problems in the postpartum period are infection, means genital infection, bladder problem, frequent pelvic and headache, pain, hemorrhoid and anemia, constipation, depression, anxiety, breast problems. Infant health challenges in the postnatal period. Preterm birth and smallness for gestational age, congenital anomalies, severe bacterial infection, neonatal tetanus, hypothermia, jaundice, ophthalmia neonatum. Now we will discuss about the family planning. Each family has to decide about the desirable size of the family, and the health providers have to help and advise for the most appropriate and the safe method of achieve this goal. Family planning is not family control, and the best acceptable term is family spacing by giving enough time between the pregnancies to ensure healthy mother and healthy child. Right of client. Every family planning client has the right to information to learn about the benefit and availability of family planning services. Choice to choose the freely whether the practices family planning and which method to use. Confidentiality to be assured that any personal information about them will remain confidential. Privacy to have a private environment during the counseling or the provision of services. Dignity to be treated with the courtesy, consideration, and attentiveness. Safety to be able to practice safe and effective family planning. Continuity to receive contraceptive services and supplies for as long as they need them. Comfort to feel comfortable when receiving services. Access to obtain services regardless of sex, color, religion, or location. Opinion to freely express their views on the basis services offered. Now we will discuss about the child care. Child represent the future and ensuring their healthy growth and development to be prime concern of all societies. Children under 18 years count 52.3% and under 5 years 25%. Health risk of newborns are minimized by quality care during pregnancy, safe delivery, strong neonatal care. Now, physical and development assessment. Every newborn is examined physically during first visit of MCH clinic. This examination aims to detect any congenital anomalies or birth associated injury. Subsequently, regularly physical and development checkup are conducted for children at each visit. These visits are scheduled with the immunization program. During each MCH visit, each child is assessed for growth by taking weight and height. Three indicators are used: weight, age, height per age, and weight per height. Immunization is recommended by WHO. Immunization program is conducted to cover the following infectious disease: diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, hepatitis B, polio, measles, tuberculosis, German measles, mumps and Japanese encephalitis, influenza, and vitamin A. Childcare services, vaccination, screening for hypothyroidism and PKU, monitoring child growth and development, screening for anemia, supplementation vitamin A and D, health education, early discovery of congenital abnormalities, and home visits. Challenges in childcare. First one is growth monitoring, second one is breastfeeding, third one is malnutrition, and fourth one is micronutrient deficiency among the children under 5 years old.